So my whole metric is that I am naturally, like, without me putting any effort to gain weight or any muscle, I am at 60 kgs. 60. And I am 6 foot on the dot. Now imagine how that looks. Skinny man, bro. Skinny man. But right now I weigh 70 kgs. And I put it on really fast. That's the gift of it. I have a really fast metabolism. Incredibly fast metabolism. But if you're skinny and tall, this is the formula that you need to work on. Even if you're short, if you're just skinny and you a hard gainer, this is what you need to do. Firstly, you have to eat. I know everybody says eat. Nah, bro, you don't understand me. You have to eat. Watch this, bro. This is what I be on. This is what I'm on. This is what I'm on. Non-stop. You have to up the diet no matter what you do, no matter what plan you plan on gymming on. You have to up the diet. You have to eat as much as possible. I'm not one of them men who are tracking calories. I'm not tracking calories. What I am doing though is I'm eating. Actually, this feels better here. What I am doing though is I'm eating. Bro, when I have the slightest bit of hunger, I eat it like I'm starving. If I'm craving a snack, it's a meal. If I'm feeling peckish, it's a meal. That's on top of the basic breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's the first things first, bro. You have to eat a lot. And then on top of eating, these are your boys. This is your best friend. I would also recommend not buying the 3-in-1. This was my first mistake I made. I bought a 3-in-1 creatine. They're basically cheating you. So it says it has creatine monohydrates plus aminos, extra aminos. Those aminos are actually taken away from the full value of the creatine. So I would recommend only getting the pure creatine, strictly just creatine. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Now get this and try to chow it like daily. I do 2 scoops a day. It's not too expensive. It's like decently priced here in South Africa. So I chow 2 scoops a day of this. My mic is on 10%. I need to hurry up. Yeah, 2 scoops of these. And then this. Do you know how much I drink these, bro? Hyperbolic mass. This is for hard gainers. I essentially put on about, like my base weight like 2 years ago was at 60 kgs, and that's when I was hella skinny. But then I started training, wasn't too consistent, wasn't eating too much. But then last year, and between last year and this year, like in a span of 7 months, I put on like a lot of weight. And it's mainly because of this and this and chowing. So this, I have basically, I have as much of this as I possibly can in a day. So if you have it too much, the taste is gonna sit here, and that's not it. So I have about 4 scoops a day. They recommend you take like, they recommend a 3 scoop a day type of situation. No, they recommend a 2 scoop a day for 30 grams of protein, but 4 scoops has 60 grams of protein. I'm trying to max it out, so I'm having as much as I possibly can. And it is expensive, yes, but it's like an investment you should make, bro. Excuse me. Pardon me. Like this all together, this, and another bucket of this can sort you out for like a full 30 days of servings, which is more than enough. And altogether it would cost like, I would say 1,000 rands, and that equals to like, let me do the maths. I'm trading, bro. I should know the maths. $50, 5 zeros. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it should literally cover more than enough for like a full month's servings. Now that we have the diet out the way, don't be one of them man counting calories, bro. That's gonna waste your time. Like, it's gonna take up so much time. You're gonna stress yourself seeing that you're not taking in enough this, enough that. No, just eat. You have an opportunity to eat, eat like you're going to war. That's it. And then, lastly, my training. How do I train? This is a quick rundown, bro. We're not trying to get through the fluff and have unnecessary conversation. My training. I'm gonna drop my training plan in a Google Sheet in the link in the description. I always think of Instagram when I say that. So in the video description, I'm gonna drop a Google Sheet with my full workout plan, Monday to Sunday. Now, the workout plan literally says everything it has to say, but for those of you who are lazy, who are not gonna download the workout, I would say the overall approach to working out is this. Try to increase your weight almost every 2 weeks. I try to increase my weight almost every week. That's why, like, even if I can get 1 rep with an extra heavier weight, I will do it. Even if it's a struggling rep, I know that the following week it's gonna be a more solid rep with like maybe a second one. Just a second one, you get what I mean? Like, bro, try to increase your weight as much as possible when you're training, and rep until you're cooked. Rep until you're cooked. This whole idea of repping a certain number of things, yes, it's good, but every workout has a rep in reserve of 1 to 2. So what that essentially means is that when you do your sets, you should be able to at least hold in like 2 more reps without completely crashing out. If you're doing barbell without like choking yourself with the barbell, no, you should be able to do at least doing like 1 to 2 rep reserve for every single workout. However, that even though that does work, if you can execute those reps safely without endangering yourself or injuring yourself, I would say do those reps and try to do 1 more. Because that point of pure struggle, like when you're there, like struggling to get that last rep, I think that's when the muscle is completely torn and is gonna get bigger after that. So my whole philosophy to this is every workout you do, even in the plan, every workout that you do, when you do the workout, make sure you go as far as possible, but do so in a safely manner. If you're doing stuff like squat and bench press, do that, but at least have someone who spots you. Because I've been in a situation where I tried to max out the rep for my bench press, but I had no one spotting me, bro. So I was there maxing out the rep in reserve, and then I have to rack it. So I'm there, I'm like, it's not happening. I have to do one of them ones where I'm like leaning forward, letting the thing roll down. That's not it. So try to have at least somebody spotting you for bench press and a squat. But everything else, them cables, them dumbbells, things that you have full control over, even when you're like cooked, those are the ones you have to literally grind yourself. So every single workout that I do where I don't need assistance, bro, I'm pushing to the point where my reps are looking like that. Like I'm pushing to the point where the rep is cooked. The rest were controlled, but the last few is like I'm really struggling and the muscle is getting cooked without tearing, obviously. But like, yeah, you get what I mean. So that's essentially it. And try, when you combine these things, the diet that I told you I'm on, basically no diet, just chow, my guy. Secondly, training like your life basically depends on it. And lastly, get your sleep. You must earn that sleep though. At the end of your night, I train 6 days a week. So at the end of the night, when I go sleep, I feel like I've earned that sleep, bro, because I'm one of those people, bro, I don't even struggle to sleep. The second I put my head on the pillow, death, like I'm gone immediately. So make sure that you've earned that sleep and get enough sleep. Try to get at least 8 hours. 8 hours, you're chilling, muscle recovery, the creatine, all of this is gonna do its thing in your sleep. And then also make sure you get in as much water as possible. That's the one thing a lot of people actually, I'm running out of breath. I just woke up. But yeah, that's like the one thing a lot of people miss is that they need to drink as much water as you literally can, because that's the only way these things work. Like the proteins, the creatine, they need a lot of water intake for them to fully circulate your body properly and for your body to fully function to like its peak. Especially while you're taking these supplements, you need hella water. So literally that's it. That's how you're gonna stay lean if you're a hard gainer and if you're skinny. And if you're actually just trying to put on muscle, you have to really push it. Like, it's crazy. It's one of those things where if you really want to change your body, you have to put it under so much stress and push it so far, because it's crazy how much can happen in like a span of 3 months. Bro, I've gained so much weight in a span of like 3 months. You wouldn't believe. I gained like 6 kgs from like 64. And in the longer time frame from last year, I put on roughly like 10. But like from like March up until now, it's just been gain because I'm pushing. So that's basically it. If you really want to get jacked, these are the things you have to do. It's plain and simple. It's not complex. You just have to have the mental for it, because look, any workout plan works. Every diet plan works. At the end of the day, do you work, bro?